Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here. I'm going to talk about how to eat for your hormones, how to eat for your cycle, and how that can actually help you with the struggles that you're having getting to and maintaining your optimal weight. So this is something that I cover in my book, The Female Fat Solution. I cover this in detail and go into and dive into specifics. So if you have not picked this up on Amazon, I'm trying to get, you can pick it up. It's on Amazon. I do cover a lot of the same information in my podcast, The Female Health Solution, and talk about that as well there. And then I have my YouTube channel as well, which is just Dr. Beth Westy on YouTube, so you can subscribe there and get all of my videos and everything that I talk about in detail. So one of the biggest questions that I have for when I chat with women, and I chat with women every day about their health, about their hormones, what they're struggling with, it's amazing the stories that I hear from women. I'm not kidding, like women that are, struggling, so frustrated, completely stuck with where they're at. And it's not like they're not trying. And this is so true for so many women. It's like, I'm going to the gym. I'm busting my butt. I'm eating clean. I've done this challenge and this program and this and this and this. And some of it helped and maybe I feel a little bit better or maybe this and this, but it's not really doing anything here. Like, what the heck? And yes, everybody has a different body or things like that. But the women that I chat with, they have like one specific event, stressor, illness, something that triggers their body into a fat storage mode, and then they just can't get it to move. And the reason it's not moving from that set point, I will just tell you what it is that it's not that they're not trying, it's not that they're not getting to the gym enough, it's not that they're not eating clean enough or taking enough supplements. Oh my gosh, I chatted with a gal, this was, I think last week, just a whole shelf, a whole cupboard full of supplements that she's taking every day. And I'm like, so are those helping? And she's like, well, I still have really low energy and blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, okay. Probably because you need more nutrient. Can't just get that from a pill, right? Like if you could just take a pill for everything, wouldn't that be so much easier? It would, but that's not how this works. So when we're looking at the right nutrient and everything for your body and for your hormones, it's really diving into, hi Karen, it's really diving into nutrition overall and what that imprint is doing on your body and how your body is functioning as a whole. You know what I mean? So for these women that are stuck and frustrated, the key here, when you've gone through a traumatic event, again, it can be an illness, an injury, or something, say you've had a hysterectomy, say you had to have a mastectomy, say you had kids, that's traumatic. And all of a sudden your hormones shift and change and they're not going back. Your body's not going back and you know it's off. You know that it's your hormones, it's your stress, that it's just not working with you. So again, it doesn't matter how much yes, exercise is good and it's healthy, great, it's good for you, it's super healthy. Yes, eating salads and eating clean and doing paleo or whatever is good, great. But it's not the thing that is really helping your metabolism move forward, because what you're focusing on is sort of nutrition tactics that are baseline for people and really things that are designed to work really, really well with men. So this is the biggest thing here. Right? This is really the biggest key, is that women aren't diving into their own bodies, their own hormones, what they have going on, and how to really align with that. And from there, once you're working with your body, everything changes. It really, really does. So when you're looking at, oh my gosh, I have this hormone issue, again, from whatever reason it just sets off fat storage. And if you're not addressing stress, if you're not addressing the hormones, you're missing that big key component. That's what it is. Because the female body reacts totally differently to stress than the male body. Great. Oh, yay. Yeah, it is what it is, right? But knowing that and knowing that it just takes different tactics to move forward is all you need to make progress. Now again, not all progress is like super fast moving, of course. For the female body, especially when you're looking at hormones, it takes time, right? I have a 12-week program where I implement different nutritional tactics. It's meal plans, grocery lists, and I work very closely one-on-one with each person to make sure that they're progressing as I expect, as they expect. If you need certain supplements, I recommend those. I don't recommend that for everybody though. Some women are like, yeah, I'm taking a multi, a vitamin D, and a fish oil. I'm like, great, you're doing good then, you know? Unless there's something specific you have going on, then I don't necessarily need to recommend a crap ton of things for you. That's the technical measurement, by the way, a crap ton of things, in case you're wondering. Yeah. So it's really about working with the body and with hormones. Now, how does that work? How does that look? What is that about? I'm going to go through that and really focus on the things with your hormones and cycle. Now, if you guys have questions, you can put them below the video. I will answer them. If you have a specific question and you want to chat with me about it, I will put a link below and you can schedule a call with me. I do calls all the time with women because they are so frustrated and stuck and they're not sure what step to take next. And it's so easy for me to say, okay, this is what you have going on, and the experience of the thousands of women that I've helped, here are some great next steps for you to take that you're actually going to feel better doing. Because restricting your calories and cutting out all your carbs is going to stress your body out more and keep you stuck longer. Yay. So why this is so important to focus on here for women is that, so this is the female cycle and hormones. I'm going to recap this because I always do, because I feel like we aren't educated enough on it as women. We should know how our bodies work, right? Day 1 is the first day of your period. Day 14 is about when you ovulate. Day 28 is when that ends. It's different. It can be different for every gal, right? If you're under stress, this can also be different, shorter, longer, whatnot. Ovulation, again, this is about, right? It's about in the middle or about 2 weeks before that ends. But again, not the same for every gal. But overall, when you're looking at this pattern, the big keys to take away here are this. Look at each week. You know, if this is day 7 and this is day 21, right? Look at each week here and each of the hormones that's dominant is totally different. You don't have the same body week to week. So when you're eating a static meal plan week to week to week to week, you're not honoring the different body that you have. Ooh. Yeah. So when men follow like a clean eating plan, and yes, I promote clean eating, and yes, I promote protein pacing and all those other good things, right? That's pretty much the only thing I tell people to keep super static with. Actually, depending, a lot of times I'll tell people to increase a little bit here. Again, depending. So again, if you have questions on any of that, we can chat about, what would be the right tactic for you to move you forward. But anything static is not going to work for your body week to week to week. If you have ever felt like, oh my gosh, I am killing it this week at the gym. Things are going so great. I lost a few pounds. My clothes are looser on me. This is wonderful. And then 2 weeks later, you feel like a bloated, slobby mess that's tired and nothing's moving, and you gained that weight back. You feel like, all that hard work I did, now I'm having cravings and I'm just, I feel tubby and bloated. I just can't, I can't even push myself that hard at the gym right now. Right? I know you guys have felt like this sometimes. Because it's very normal, because it's just different phases here. Estrogen, when you're looking at eating for estrogen and boosting that, estrogen is going to increase your energy overall. It's going to burn carbs naturally. So when you're eating, and the type of foods that we talk about here for estrogen are the cooling foods. So things like chicken, turkey, fish, raw fruits and vegetables, seasonings like rosemary, thyme, dill, cilantro, very cooling for the body. You can even flavor your water with cucumber and mint, fresh slices of cucumber and mint leaves. And that's very cooling for the body and the system. That's going to help your body work with estrogen much better in this phase here. So it's going to help give you more energy, and it's going to help you burn more carb naturally. And it's just gently leaning into where your body's at. But contrast after ovulation and progesterone increases. Progesterone, completely different thing here. Whole new game. This is all warming foods now. Warming foods, yeah. So beef and bacon are very warming, hot food, spicy food, ginger, cinnamon, very spicy. You want to cook all your food, so like eating it hot is going to be really important. That also helps your digestive system more too, because during this point, your energy is slowed down. Your digestive system slows down. It's a lot tougher to create and make lean muscle tissue. So feeling like a pile of hot garbage at the gym is very normal. If you're like, what is going on? Ugh. I ran 5 miles a couple of weeks ago and I felt awesome doing it. And now I feel like garbage doing it. That's just where your hormones are at. Yay. Right? So it's not you, right? It's not that you're doing something wrong. You're just not matching with the new body that you have. So shifting between cooling and warming foods helps your body lean into those different hormones, and it works better. So the things for progesterone, because this is where a lot of women feel like they take steps backwards. They feel like, oh, I'm making great progress here, but now I'm taking steps backwards. And it's working on key things that progesterone shifts in your body. If your digestive system slows down, it's going to want to slow down your metabolism as well. So we incorporate more things to help keep your digestive system moving. Make sure you're getting enough fiber. Things like ginger. Not only is that warming, that's also really good for your digestive system. Win-win. So you're going to have a lot easier time managing through, navigating through this part of your cycle, especially this part here where it can get really tough for women, and feel better on the other side. The other thing to note too that you really need to lean into is your body literally needs more nutrient, more calorie during this phase. Anyway, 300 to 500 or a little bit more calorie a day. That's like an extra meal. So for those of you that get horrible cravings, or you'll start a diet and you'll be able to go about 3 weeks before you quit and binge, right? In the past 2 weeks alone, I can't even tell you, it's got to be over 20 women that I have talked to that have said the exact same thing to me about, I get on a plan and I get really, really excited, and most women start a plan when they're around the beginning of their cycle. That's honestly when your body's more, you're more mentally focused, you're ready to start, you're more motivated, all these things are aligning. So that's when most women will start, is around this point of their cycle, which is kind of interesting. But you'll stick to it, you're really motivated, all that stuff, and sometimes you can use some sheer willpower to get into this point, but then once you're into here, you're like, you're being so restrictive with yourself that your body can't handle it anymore. I had a gal tell me that she would wake up in the middle of the night and just dive into her refrigerator, not even like fully awake about it, because her body was so hungry, right? Starving. And that's not normal. For somebody who you're trying to move your metabolism forward, that's going to be shutting it down. So if you're fueling your body correctly, leaning into the fact that your body needs more nutrient at this point, it's one of those mind games that you have to sort of get over of, yeah, I am hungry and I am having this craving. I really shouldn't eat that though. I'm not supposed to eat that. You are supposed to eat, especially during this point. Your body needs it and it's telling you. I'm going to start sweating. I'm getting a little worked up here. But seriously, it's telling you it needs more nutrient. You start fueling differently. You start getting more protein in. That's going to help a ton. Manage those hormone levels. Move through this phase much more gracefully. Have a ton more energy. Have a ton more focus. And you're not going to have those cravings like that because your body is properly fueled for where it's at. It's very, very different way of looking at your body, looking at your performance, and looking at, your nutrition again. Because like I said, every week you have a new body you have to deal with. Now, it's not like you've never seen it before, right? Next month, you get to see those same 4 ladies again. They make an appearance again. So once you realize and understand, oh my gosh, these are my tendencies right around these days here or something. I get super hungry and I want to eat carbs all day. Okay, well, the tactics that I recommend are really boosting your nutrients throughout the day, getting more healthy fats in so you're not having your blood sugar crash, which is stressful on your brain. And then your brain needs the energy, so it craves carbs, right? It's not that you're doing stuff wrong. That's what women always think, that they're doing stuff wrong, right? Oh, I'm screwing it up. Just match with where your body's at. Work with it. Now, the other component to this, too, is that it can take time. Some women, and again, it just depends on all the stuff you've been through, the stress that you're under, all these things. Some women will start doing this and notice results within the first couple of months. Yeah. Amazing. Other women, they have to go through 6 months of really focusing on this. Now, is that exciting to say? No. Because I would love to say, look, you do this and 3 days later, it's all better, blah, blah, blah. No, but the female body just doesn't work like that. And if you've been through a lot, which some of the stories that I've heard from women are heartbreaking. The amount of trauma that they've had to endure in their lives and what they're trying to overcome and how that impacts their health overall. So it's really not just about, eat healthy. It's how are you working with your body to provide it with all the nutrient and everything that it needs so that your body can be the healthiest, strongest version of you. So you're not doing it wrong. It's just you're missing that big key point of working with your hormones and with your body. Whew. Okay, so that is a lot of info I just threw out there and threw at you. A lot of content. Yes. Yes. So if you've got questions, again, let me know. I will put that link below so you can schedule a call with me. I love, love, love going through this stuff with women because oftentimes, women are focused on, I just got to work out harder at the gym. And I'm like, ooh, focus on your body. And it's amazing the things that can shift and change once you really start to lean into where your body's at and really accept, hey, this is my healing time. And I'm going to go through and do that. And I'm going to work with my body and feel better. So at the other side of it, you are that much better. So, like I said, I do have a 12-week program where I work with women, closely to make sure that these, shifts and changes are being implemented easily, effectively, and that you are seeing and feeling the right results along the way. Not everybody is a good fit for it. So if you have questions on that too, you can schedule a call. And if you have, want to chat about that, we can do that as well. Otherwise, that's what I got for you guys tonight. I thank you for listening to the end. And if you find this information helpful or you know somebody that would benefit from hearing this message, I would so love and appreciate you sharing this with somebody else so that they can hear this message too. My mission is to educate women more on their bodies, on how they work, and how they can be empowered in their steps to taking their health back. So that's what I got for you guys. Have a great night, and I will see you later.